with this one right here, we got Axe, G17, Freestyle. You got with AKZ, and then you got the G17. You got G17 and everything else, and just this whole, it looks really balanced. Like the whole thing is balanced, and the whole thing with the whole thing just colliding. But you got what AKZ and then everything else, and this whole thing, and him, especially him having his G17 freestyle. He got his freestyle, like the freestyle with some G17 in it. So I'm seeing something with the G's. So something with the Leewies.
What side the fuck you on, boy? Bang for bang, don't get slammed, you're slammed.
Yo, shing man down, shinging more nice with a bro written off already. I ain't talk about a letter. When a man then pull up, it's a gun, no wetter. This done on a dotty liffy straight, you set a gunshot. Dump off, I got like 500 mug shots. You know how much times I've heard the sound of a gun cut. Click, clap, bow on your block, make your heart drop. Been in your block, doing camps with a car off. This thing in a chat and she ain't coming, it's a talk off. She's coming to the Liz, giving head, then it's walk off. Smoke in my hand, bros, cause I let him bark off. Bros in the trap, chopping hard, I call him narcos. Hand things, dotties. On a dotty liffy straight, you set a gunshot. Dump off, I got like 500 mug shots. You know how much times I've heard the sound of a gun cut. Click, clap, bow on your block, make your heart drop. Been in your block, doing camps with a car off. This thing in a chat and she ain't coming, it's a talk off. She's coming to the Liz, giving head. Shing man down, shinging more nice with a bro written off already. I ain't talk about a letter. When a man then pull up, it's a gun, no wetter. This done on a dotty liffy straight, you set a gunshot. Dump off, I got like 500 mug shots. You know how much times I've heard the sound of a gun cut. Click, clap, bow on your block, make your heart drop. Been in your block, doing camps with a car off. This thing in a chat and she ain't coming, it's a talk off. She's coming to the Liz, giving head, then it's walk off. Smoke in my hand, bros, cause I let him bark off. Bros in the trap, chopping.
Who said smoke in my hands every time, and then every time they pull up, it's like something's getting wet down, like, and then he said make the, just like their heart stops, like the pieces of the gunshots and everything else, and the hiss sounds, like the hiss sounds and everything else, like the hiss sounds and those balinks coming in, like he said, sound of the balinks and all these other characteristics. But he said smoke go around, just like he was doing a thumb sign, and he said 9 mug shots, like he was off some other stuff, like he said he was putting some temporary stuff, like he said got them other purses and all these other slices things.
Hard to call them narcos, hand things, dotties, spinners, all of them. Had boy running back gas like a hooligan. Got done up and he had a low audience. Got shot up and he also had an audience. That G17 could've took him out his sweater. Man's back and I'm better, I'm better and I'm back. Better and I'm. That G17 could've took him up and he also had an audience. That G17 could've took him out his sweater. Man's back and I'm better, I'm better and I'm back. Better and I'm. That G17 could've took him out his sweater. Man's back and I'm better, I'm better and I'm back. Better and I'm. Yo, streets on the block, I ain't talking about streets though, I'm talking about cool that was send you like he.
We said switch on the block, but I ain't talking about switch. Hey, see, that's what the whole thing, he ain't talking about the whole relevant what most people would think of, but he said just switch on the block, like, hey, I'm thinking about spinning, spinning that Glock, spinning that block or something, like you got another thing to it, it's like spinning the block, and putting those whole things, and but off of the other stuff, like how you would really pecan off of that, like you would see another pecan, you would see the whole other recons.
Man's back and I'm better, I'm better and I'm back. Yo, streets on the block, I ain't talking about streets though. I'm talking about cool, that was send ya like Heathrow. She sucking on my dick, yeah, she giving me that deep throat. Feds know we got wax, we park it and we reload. Easy really wets man down, call it deep sauce. Before I buy my skelly, I'ma buy me some heat though. Just a little freestyle, you can put on repeat though. Want another one, drop a comment, that's a cheat code. When we're buying guns, you gotta keep it on the D-low. Feds up my door every week, I gotta keep low. When you're around man, just stick to the.
We said that's a cheat code, and then he said that's a cheat code. That's a cheat code, like the whole things. And he said they know we got, they know we got these and these and these waps and these setterings. Like, who if you just mixing it up with all type of stuff, like he said, and then we stick to the G code, like, and everything else, like, hey, that just makes it more effortless. Like, the whole thing is like what he said, and then how he said, he ain't talking about, switching. He's talking about, spinning and taking off that, like, the resent that I was, like, going off of. And then that whole, like, just that whole nother, like, switch.
The G code, everyone's got guns, who's letting them beat though? That G17 could've took him out his sweater. Man's back and I'm better, I'm better and I'm back. Better and I'm. That G17 could've took him out his sweater. Man's back and I'm better, I'm better and I'm back. Better and I'm. Better and I'm. Better and I'm.
Hey, so that the whole thing, how I was already going off of it, like how I was already going off of it. This one already went off of it, like the whole thing. Like he said, he ain't talking about the switches. He talking about doing that worldly stuff, like when you go do something, But you got the G17 and axe with it, like AKZ, with the whole thing, and especially with this one, like the G17, the G Freestyle, like the G Freestyle was something else, because he was putting all type of ransoms and all these other cleverless stuff. Like, he was just going in, like he said, back any better, and then all these other, recruited stuff. So he was just mixing it up with all type of genes and, true codes and cheat codes and, fabulous and all that other stuff. But most definitely go check this one out for you guys self. And, with this whole just clatterist, but like, comment, everything else. And with this whole just delectos.